It is an honor and a privilege to have you as a fan of celebrity news and lifestyle, where you have kinds of your genuine juicy news concerning your favorite celebrities. Take your precious time to sit down and let's share thoughts together with love and peace. Tennis Player Association led by Novak Djokovic calls anti-doping processes back, quote, broken in letter. The Cold War between players and integrity. Organizations intensified this week, with the Junior Players Association directly questioning the methods tennis is employing to fight doping and corruption. In a letter sent to Karen Moorhouse, Executive Director of the International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, and seen by The Athletic, PTPA General Secretary Ahmed Nasser said ITIA investigators could confiscate players' personal mobile phones, harass or threaten their families. If players fail to take immediate action, they will be penalized and suspended. The reports we have received indicate that the ITIA investigative process is flawed, and that ITIA investigators are abusing their roles, Nassar wrote. While we hope that these cases represent violations of ITIA investigative procedures, we believe, based on the number of complaints, that there are fundamental flaws in the way ITIA investigates. Nassar, who is co-chair of the PTPA with Djokovic, told The Athletic that more than a dozen players have contacted the PTPA in recent months to report aggressive treatment by ITIA investigators. One player said investigators asked them to hand over their cell phones and threatened to suspend them if they contacted a lawyer before doing so. Other players said they had been threatened with public temporary suspensions without clear and justifiable reason. These players cannot be identified as they are under investigation by the ITIA. The PTPA has not said whether the charges relate to violations of anti-doping and anti-corruption rules, and a footnote in Nassar's letter noted that anyone working under ITIA's control is an investigator. In a statement to The Athletic from ITIA spokesperson Adrienne Bassett, the ITIA called the allegations serious but general, and said it would investigate any specific allegations of inappropriate conduct. At this time, we believe that ITIA investigators are operating within the rules and respect and reflect our values, she said. The agency added that suspension procedures are clearly provided for in its anti-doping and anti-corruption regulations, and said the decision to confiscate these cell phone was not taken lightly but was necessary, appropriate, and lawful. We are not going to order equipment without due consideration of the information we receive and its impact on individuals, according to a person involved in drafting the letter to the ITIA, who spoke on condition of anonymity to describe the process. The letter represents a change in the PTPA's strategy on how it works with the most powerful organization in tennis. Nassar copied a letter from Weil, Gotchal and Manges, the law firm that represents the NFL Players Association and the National Basketball Players Association, which the PTPA has now appointed to represent the organization and investigate potential litigation and other challenges facing the governing bodies that have dominated tennis for half a century, the ATP and WTA tours and the 4 upcoming Grand Slam tournaments. Don't worry, it's all in the letter. She also named James Quinn, a former partner of Weil and a sports antitrust lawyer. According to Quinn and his co-authors of the ITIA letter, challenges to power structures in sports can take a variety of forms. These could include antitrust lawsuits and potential appeals to the US Congress or other government agencies. When you look at tennis and the way players are treated, it's pre-human, Quinn said in an interview Thursday. This is antitrust territory. Nassar's letter to the ITIA, asking for initial action by October, was made public on Thursday. These include questions about the qualifications and remuneration of investigators and doping control officers responsible for collecting urine from athletes for drug testing. The ITIA also questioned how to balance the suspension system with the legal principle of presumption of innocence, under which athletes who fail to appeal a provisional suspension with a positive doping test result are considered to have been present and are barred from competition, while the ITIA conducts doping tests. The tests will be thoroughly investigated. Nassar also asked for clarity on the nature of evidence the ITIA needs to open an investigation, whether it be a doping case or a corruption case, such as match fixing or gambling involving players or umpires. The ITIA said, players enroll in these programs in order to take part in events organized by their sponsors, ATP, WTA, Grand Slams, ITF. We cannot suspend without good reason. There is a rigorous process that must be followed, and an independent appeals process for players. A letter follows two significant developments at the ITIA. On October 5th, the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, announced it would appeal the agency's decision not to suspend men's world number 1 Jannik Sinner for 2 anti-doping rule violations. An independent ITIA hearing concluded that Sinner had no fault or negligence in testing positive twice for the anabolic steroid clostebol in March, and accepted his explanation that he had contracted the virus from a medical spray purchased by coach Humberto Ferreira. Sinner's physiotherapist, Giacomo Nardi, used a spray bottle on the wounds on his hands, then massaged Sinner's back and applied medicine to his legs, causing an infection. WADA, which heads the ITIA, is calling for a 1 to 2 year suspension that would ban the 2 Grand Slam winners from playing tennis. The Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, is currently considering WADA's appeal. Thanks for reaching out to Celebrity News and Lifestyle, and for watching our videos till the end. If there's something about this video that you'll like to share, please do share with us. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share and leave your comment on the comment section below. Your comments